Well, hello, Michael here. Looking today again at Psalms 48, and we're focusing on verse 6 through to 9 for the exposition. Let's go ahead and read those 4 verses then. Verse 6. Fear took hold upon them there, and pain as of a woman in travail. Verse 7. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. 8. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. God will establish it forever. Selah. In verse 9. We have thought of thy loving kindness, O God, in the midst of thy temple. And so we look to the treasury of David for the exposition. Verse 6. Fear took hold upon them there. They were in giant despair's grip. Where they hoped to triumph, there they quivered with dismay. They did not take the city, but fear took hold on them, and pain, as of a woman in travail. They were as much overcome as a woman whose fright causes premature delivery, or as full of pain as a poor mother in her pangs. A strong expression commonly employed by Orientals to set forth the extremity of anguish. When the Lord arises for the help of his church, the proudest of his foes shall be as trembling women, and their dismay shall be but the beginning of eternal defeat. Verse 7. Thou breakest the ships of Tarshish with an east wind. As easily as vessels are driven to shipwreck, dost thou overturn the most powerful adversaries. Or it may mean the strength of some nation lies in their ships, whose wooden walls are soon broken. But our strength is in our God, and therefore it fails not, or there may be another meaning. Though thou art our defense, yet thou takest vengeance on our inventions, and while thou dost preserve us, yet our ships, our comforts, our earthly ambitions are taken from us, that we may look alone to thee. God is seen at sea, but he is equally present on land. Speculative heresies, pretending to bring us wealth from afar, are constantly assailing the church, but the breath of the Lord soon drives them to destruction. The church too often relies on the wisdom of men, and these human helps are soon shipwrecked. Yet the church itself is safe beneath the care of her God and King. Verse 8. As we have heard, so have we seen in the city of the Lord of hosts, in the city of our God. Our fathers' stories are reproduced before our very eyes. We heard the promise, and we have seen the fulfillment. The records of Zion, wonderful as they are proved to be truthful, because present facts are in perfect harmony therewith. Note how the Lord is first spoken of as Lord of hosts, a name of power and sovereignty, and then as our God, a name of covenant relation and condescension. No wonder that since the Lord bears both titles, we find him dealing with us after the precedence of his loving kindness and the faithfulness of his promises. God will establish it forever. The true church can never be disestablished. That which brings kings established can last for a time only. That which God establishes endures to all eternity. Selah. Here is a fit place to pause, viewing the past with admiration and the future with confidence. And verse 9. We have taught. Holy men are thoughtful men. They do not suffer God's wonders to pass before their eyes and melt with forgetfulness, but they meditate deeply upon them. Of thy loving kindness, O God. What a delightful subject. Devout minds never tire of so divine a theme. It is well to think of past loving kindnesses in times of trial, and equally profitable to remember it in seasons of prosperity. Grateful memories sweeten sorrows and sober joys in the midst of thy temple, fit place for so devout a meditation. Where God is most seen, he is best loved. The assembled saints constitute a living temple, and our deepest musings, when so gathered together, should have regard to the loving kindness of the Lord, exhibited in the varied experiences of each of the living stones. Memories of mercy should be associated with continuance of praise. Hard by the table of showbread, commemorating his bounty, should stand the altar of incense, denoting our praise. What an awesome God we serve, worthy of every praise, in joyful season and in seasons that are not that joyful. Great is our God. Trust you enjoyed the meditation. Michael here declaring yet again, Jesus is Lord. Until next time, be blessed.